Hey guys, Sinister here at OnPointTactical, and welcome to an episode, I should say, of Tactically Minded. This is the live gameplay commentary video series where I play Domination or Team Deathmatch, in this case Dom on Parasol Storm, and give you my thought process behind what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Okay, so I see that they have Bravo for sure. They've flared off. Alpha is neutral right now, so I'm going to expect some down on that end of the map because it's going to be a clear spawn zone in the game engine's eyes. So I definitely want to be wary of what is right up here. Now they're on the flag. Okay, so I'm going to get inside and use this window to my advantage if I can. I can hear footsteps. He's right below me. Drop down and get this kill. I did see one right up here whenever I jumped down, so he's probably aware of the fact that I'm around him. He probably does not know that I'm about to come up these stairs though. But I hear someone coming up behind me, so I gotta get him. And I think I just heard even another voice downstairs, but we're not gonna engage that right now. It sounds like this guy is still hanging out in the staircase. Alright, so we got him. Tomaski is on Bravo, so we got to make sure that we try and keep him covered. I don't really want to leave this building yet. It's a good position to take advantage of, especially while they have that explosion going on, and with the range on the F-2000 I wasn't able to do anything except for suppress that particular player. Looks like somebody took him out though. See if we can get a quick revive. Yes, save our team a ticket and get some points out of that. Alright, right now we have the cap out situation. They're experiencing the ticket bleed, but we're still losing, so hopefully we've got some ground to be made up right there just by having those flags. It's not what I was expecting this guy to do. I gotta get a quick reload off. Ah, he gets me with the Ace-52 CQB. Decent flank. Not where I was ready for him to come out of, but that's primarily because I was reloading whenever he crossed over to behind that other crate right then. We're gonna swap over to the offensive perk tree. I forgot to change it after I did the knife challenge. I was using the defensive perk tree to get myself an extra hit before they could drop me. Oh, okay. There was nothing I could do right there. Literally, I'm not sure what kind of spawn that was, but I didn't like it. Alright, so they're definitely up in this building now. They're sort of traded ends of the map right now. It looks like they're pushing Alpha pretty good, so I need to make sure that we get this building, otherwise they have an overlook on the flag that we're trying to capture, and that is not a good situation. You want to always have the outlook on your opponent, so it's a constant battle for these buildings. Yeah, it seems kind of like camping, but it's very vital to the game to keep these buildings if your enemy has A. You gotta keep that overlook. So I'm about to leave the building and go for A. See if I can pick up a couple more kills here. This guy just took that route. Dude on the stairs. I'm not sure how he just beat me out in that firefight right there. Even the Ace-52 doesn't shoot that quick. It does do more damage than the F-2000, but I do have the hipfire advantage. So I'm guessing he got a headshot in there. Get an awkward little respawn right there. Now their team has Bravo, but they're still fighting for that building. I'm not sure where this is coming from. There he is. I'm going to drop back to some more solid cover. See if I can throw down my med kit. I just saw him drop down over here. Should have got him a bit quicker, but that's okay. We still have the advantage on their team right now. So a guy just popped off that 320, giving himself away. That was a bad decision for him to make, but it looks like he had some buddies with him. So it looks like I got what's his name, Sabretooth. Got him helping me out. That grenade is a mini nade. They have reduced damage. I don't really need to worry about those anymore. Get a double kill with my 67s. I guess they're up there, and one is behind me. Or they just didn't fix the damage indicators. Now he's back here. I was reading the patch notes for this March 4th patch, and there's some pretty interesting changes that were made. I'm excited to see how that plays out once Naval Strike hits. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to sort of breeze over some of the key changes that I remember from the patch notes, as I don't remember the entire blog post. That would be very difficult. But reduced the muzzle velocity of the mobile AA cannons to make them at range a little less effective, which is a good thing. Reduced the rocket count for the mobile AA. I can't remember how much or how many you can have now, but I know it's significantly less, and that should help. The active radar missiles don't have as good of a range, nor are they as accurate as they used to be. But some of the more interesting changes were changes to the assault rifles and the carbines, both. All of the bullpup carbines and assault rifles can now strafe while aiming down sights faster than all of the conventional style assault rifles, which is a pretty big advantage whenever you think about it, because I mean you're firing and strafing most of the time, so that combined with a vertical grip is becoming quite the lethal combo on just about any bullpup. The heavy barrel update hit, the M1911 and compact 45 balances, those hit. So that should play out pretty well. The revolver delay was patched. I'm not sure how much is reduced. I personally can't really feel the difference, but who knows. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, the L85's rate of fire was reduced from 800 to 750 to put it on par with the M416. I personally don't agree with this change, because if they both shoot at the same rate of fire, there's no reason to use the L85 over the 416, because the L85 has worse accuracy, more recoil, and a longer reload. So whenever it was at 800 and got slightly better damage per second than the 416, there was incentive to use it, but now that they fire at the same fire rate, there is actually almost no point in using the L85, unless you just want the aesthetic difference, which I understand. It's a very cool looking rifle, but beyond that there's literally no point using it.
There's your med kit. Go get it.
Alright, this guy's trying to flank me. Little does he know that I knew he went over here. Which, I mean, after an engagement where we're both trying to head glitch, I was pretty aware of where he was going, so he shouldn't have assumed my ignorance so high. But I make similar mistakes sometimes. I assume the players are far more ignorant than they actually are, but that's just because of how many ignorant players there actually are. Thomas Ski, he is right here. You can't hear me. Gosh, it's just have it right there. Oh gosh, I can't do anything right then. There was no weapon other than a belt fed, maybe, that could have saved me. But I did not have a bolt action or a belt fed. Alright, so that guy is head glitching that. Someone got him. There's another one though. Want to be sure that we at least suppress him a little bit. Scare him so he can make the advance, except... Oh, no, he didn't die. The first one, the Drifter. The Ace-23. I honestly think that if they were going to nerf a weapon, it should have been the Ace-23. It's too good. I know that sounds weird coming from somebody who really likes the 416, but it has too high a DPS for its recoil. They also reduced the muzzle velocity of the MP7, which I didn't think it was entirely necessary, because I didn't feel like the MP7 was OP at all, but it's definitely going to be less effective now. Interesting thing though, they did not nerf the F2000, which means that they probably have no intentions of nerfing the F2000. Some people I've been playing with have definitely said that they want the F2000 to get a nerf. I definitely don't agree with that because of its recoil pattern. It kicks side to side pretty hard, so the compensator is really the only barrel attachment choice that makes a whole lot of sense, unless you just are needing to run a suppressor on a really tight quarters map, which I guess you could do that. and I've done it before, but I wouldn't recommend it just because of the F2000's recoil to start with. So the compensator and the vertical grip have been my go-to setup for the F2000 ever since I got the compensator. For a while I was using the stubby grip, but after doing my stubby grip review in the in-depth video, I can't see any reason to use the stubby grip anymore. Good shot, Tomiski. Oh, he was right behind us. Come on, buddy. Give me up. Good, Irishman.
Here's your meds.
I owe you an Irish coffee. Alright. This is the nope window. Looks like we got through it with minimal effort. Getting shot at immediately. I have no excuse for that. I really don't. That's one of those, like, what are you gonna do things. It wouldn't have mattered what weapon he was using or what I had done at that point. He had the drop on me. Moving amongst the crates is definitely hard to do, to stay in cover, but it's usually where I get a majority of my kills, is in these really tight sections, and the reason for that is just superior gunplay. I have really good recoil compensation for a console player, so I usually can win out engagements, even if they were shooting first. A blue medic just killed that guy that killed me and then entirely ignored me, so if you were a medic and a blue man, I guess you would be always a blue man unless you're in my squad, please don't ignore the revives, okay? It gives our team a ticket back, it improves my KDR, and it gets you more points. There's no reason to ignore the revive. Unless you just are worried about a death medic, but there was no chance of a death medic going on right there. So, as always, thanks for watching another live gameplay commentary. Let me know what you guys think about this particular series. This was not my best of gameplay, and I do apologize for that, but it's always sort of hard to do a live gameplay commentary because my mind is on commentary instead of the gameplay a little bit. It's a little distracting, but I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses. So, yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and I hope to see all of you on the battlefield.